Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. High noon is here and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Cowboys ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Scott. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Right on the money. Could not make his way to the corner. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Here's a little room there. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Hey, move. Gives it on the option. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. To the air, it's Hayes. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They go right back to him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Hughes. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
A designed run for the quarterback. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Scott. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Hayes. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the ground with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shot.
Could be an alley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
To the air, it's Hayes. Dumps it to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Harris. With the catch, it's Hughes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Going over the top. Makes the grab down the left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Stumbled to the ground.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Moving out to the right. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're going to mark this one at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Run inside. It's Harris. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quick release by the QB. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Punt is on its way. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could. return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Ready, go. They'll run it. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Running inside, it's Mitchell. And he could not get loose on the run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it down the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Sixth play of the drive coming up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The screen, he can go. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
A run for the quarterback. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's a flea flicker. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Hughes. Takes the easy completion. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. On the run, it's Harris. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 19 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's Northwestern able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And you know what they say in college football, you got to take care of the games in your own backyard. They're now 2-2 after that home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Strong, firm tackle. Facing a third down and short from the 26. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Maybe a crease. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wyoming. They take the lead here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Using his legs, it's Mitchell. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he's...
Caught, and he's got room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Floats it out in space. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I think the biggest reason why this team is trailing the way they are is they haven't been able to stay on the field. They've had no success on 3rd down up to this point. Way too many punts, but that time they finally get it done. That's about as good a timing as I think we've seen from the quarterback and his intended target so far in the passing game. And it came at a point where they needed it the most.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run to the left. There's some room. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Hughes. Gets it to the back. And they'll knock him down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Back to pass, it's Hughes. He tries to take the top off. Upstairs to make the catch. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looking to throw. Somehow fits it into that traffic. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Caught behind the line, it's Scott. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Goes high to pull it in. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Complete to Williams over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw again. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this...
Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cowboys! The Cowboys vault back on top.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hayes. That's caught. It's Collins. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse,